Shout out to Kenny Cott. He destroyed us all last week.
And his toilet.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's go.
Let's just jump right in there. Over, under, Colston Loveland, anytime touchdown, 0.5.
John and Doug promised they were winning the game, which would mean Loveland would have to score. Over.
Plus, they'd be playing from behind, so you're going to be throwing it a little bit more. I'm going to say over.
Yeah, that's the real reason he does it. Playing from behind. So, yes, over.
Over. I'm going to go under.
Oh, come on.
Smudge
Doug
Morgan.
and John promised.
Smudge Morgan. He'll score. Meaningless touchdown, but he'll celebrate.
How could it be meaningless when they win?
Oh.
Doug and John promised.
Khalil Mullins. Over, under. 60.5 rushing yards.
Doug and John promised they'd win the game. It has to be over.
I see what you're doing.
They promised. They told their listeners they were winning.
I already see what you're doing for this. Okay.
Over.
What did you say the number was, Rico? I'm
60.5.
Well, as I said, they're going to be playing from behind, so they're not going to be running as much, so I will say under.
Whatever. My season's done. Under.
You won the game last week.
David, John Jansen picked them. They are winning.
Turn his microphone off.
What is wrong with you?
Kenny, I'm going to go under as well because I think they're going to try to do that 2-quarterback system and put the running quarterback out there. Dylan Gabriel, over, under. Dylan Gabriel, over, under. 2.5 passing touchdowns.
When Doug Carr says they're winning the game, it is a mortal lock.
Do not
I will
make me
select. I will select the under. Go Blue.
For those taking this seriously,
I'll take the over because they will be scoring a lot of those passing touchdowns.
he's thrown for three touchdowns in a bunch of games, at least. No, he's not.
Over. Over.
I'm going over.
But John Jansen said they are winning.
Okay, I'm reluctantly going to ask this question.
Go ahead.
Jaden Davis snaps in this game. The freshman quarterback for Michigan, over, under 0.5.
Well, because Doug Carson and John Jansen said they are winning, there'd be an opportunity for him to take a victory formation snap. Therefore, I will say over.
I'll say under.
Under.
I hate to, I'm agreeing with him. I think that he will get out there. He's within the 4-game limit, so you're not going to burn your red shirt.
But Doug and John said...
Okay, you know what? We're going to move on from this game. No more. No more.
I can't help that.
More.
But the voices of Wolverine football said
Michigan
they're
State,
winning.
Indiana.
Okay.
Nick Marsh receiving yards, over, under 40.5.
See, Doug
No.
I'm going to say over. He's proven when healthy.
Thank you for joining us.
He's an explosive receiver, and all it takes is one downfield throw to really get to that total. I'll say over.
Yeah, I agree. I'll say over as well.
Hater?
Under.
Of course.
Talking about.
I'm going over.
But Doug and John said.
Shut up. Okay. Hear me out for this. Indiana has not trailed at any point this season. At any point in this game, will Michigan State have a lead? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, it's certainly possible.
John said they were going to win huge.
They've never trailed the entire season.
No, they won't. And that's not hating.
No, that's hating.
I just don't.
That's
see
hating.
it.
That's coming up at Greater Life this Sunday. How to hate on your enemies. David Hull. 8 o'clock service, and if you missed that, he'll be there at 11:15. All right. Nate Carter, rushing yards, over under 53.5.
Over. State's shown they can run the ball the last couple weeks against better fronts than Indiana. Indiana's also had the luxury of playing from ahead all year. Teams don't run a lot on them. I'll go over. Why not?
What was the number again?
53.5.
Ooh, that's a good number. I'll take the over.
David's going under.
No, I'll take the over on this one. It's going to be his week versus Adams.
Jonathan Kim field goals. Field goals made. Over under 2.5.
Under. Any chance to win, you better get 7 against IU. They don't play.
I was thinking the number would be 2, so I'll say under by half.
All right, here's what I'll do. I know I said no on the MSU lead, but the only way you get the lead is with a field goal to start the game first drive.
God almighty.
So,
The way people are talking about Indiana, you'd think we're playing 1997 Nebraska.
I'm going to go over on the 2.5.
You know what Indiana's strength of schedule is, David?
It's not good. I know that.
106th.
I'm going to go over as well.
Oh, my God.
No,
We're settling for more field goals?
No, Mike, I'm going over with the game-clinching field goal to kind of make sure you win the game. They march him out there. He kicks the field goal.
I wish.
Aiden Childs, touchdown passes, over under 1.5.
What's the total on this game? I'm sorry to ambush you guys, but it matters how I'm thinking about this. You know, if the total's artificially high, I kind of trust their algorithm, their numbers to come up with it where you'd go, all right, maybe it's an over. Then again, you know what? State could be behind. State little
52.5.
Yes, that's a high total. All right, I'll go over.
Okay.
And maybe State's getting cooked, and Aiden throws a garbage TD or something. I don't know. I'll say over.
Maybe I'm reading these stats wrong, but it says he hasn't done over 1 all year yet.
That's why Rico has the prop there.
So I will say under.
Smart move. I'm going to say over, though.
What? I don't even understand you today, David. I'm going to go over. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go over.
No. Question yourself again. I like when you do that.
All right, Jared Goff, turnovers in the rain, Green Bay, over under 0.5.
Over. It's outside Goff.
Turnovers, not just interceptions.
Even John was talking about things that'd be slippery out there, but I'm not going to give you that drop.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
It's somewhere in the system.
Turnovers meaning fumbles or interceptions or passes?
Correct, if you turn the ball over.
Okay, thank you, Rico. Condescending Rico has returned. I'll take the over.
You know, John said you're taking the under?
Oh.
You're taking the under?
No, over.
He says over.
Okay.
Turnovers, 0.5. This is where I was saving my hate. Over.
I'm going over as well. Jared Goff, incomplete total passes, over under 6.5.
Over. What, are you kidding me? You don't just complete 83% of your passes. It's not real life.
Well, unless you throw like 3 passes like he did last week, he went under.
Over.
Yeah, in the rain, over. They're going to be whatever John said that I'm not going to repeat. So, yeah, over.
It's going to be a lot of incomplete balls, so I'm going to go over.
I'm the only one that believes in Jared Goff. I'm going under. Jaden Reed, touchdowns, over under 0.5.
Over. He's that rat that runs all those mesh concepts around the goal line, and you can't.
He's their Amon-Ra.
Yeah, pain in the ass. That's what he is. Over.
Or J-Mo when he plays.
Yeah, I feel like I see him in the end zone a lot. Give me the over.
I'm going to go under.
I'm going to go over because he's going to be so happy his alma mater won the game. Top 25 upsets. Over, under 1.5.
Over.
They're 15.
Just over.
Okay.
I demand chaos. Plus, we know cockaboose, South Carolina. Let's go.
And I think last week was the only week there was 0 upsets.
It's a bounce back week for chaos.
I was going to go under, but then Mike brought up the cockaboo, so I guess I have to go over.
You going over?
So we have South Carolina. We have Michigan.
John Jansen and Doug Carr said they're beating Oregon. So right off the top, that's 1.
And Illinois is an underdog.
Oh, we have one with Florida also. So I'm going to go over.
I'm going to go over
quickly.
Well, all right, last one. More rushing yards, Josh Jacobs or David Montgomery?
David Montgomery.
Jacobs.
Going Jacobs as well.
Hater.
Prop Bet Casino, 97-1. What did John have to say?
John promised.